It is a visual symbol that represents hope and even love. So, other than International Youth Day, that is officially recognized around the world yesterday, we also had another important day that happened on Sunday. That is World Day of Indigenous Peoples. And one of the reasons that we chose to have a conference and a climate week at this particular point in the annual calendar is that when we use these two inflection points, looking at Indigenous people, Indigenous knowledge, this represents the best of who we were and even the best of who we are. But we need to be honest and recognize, with the rapid changes in the modern world, many of these things that we call Indigenous knowledge, whether it is our language, our culture, our tradition, even our values, they are being lost day by day. So unless we choose to remember them, to recover them, and even to celebrate them, we are cheating our ancestors who, through the course of all these generations, chose to pass down this Indigenous knowledge, among which it is so important, the single recognition that we are a part of nature. And so we are very happy to bring together people such as yourselves to be part of us and to help us think about intergenerational dialogues where we bring together the bearers of Indigenous knowledge and we connect these wisdom keepers with the youth and even the children, and we think about how this connection point, the best of who we were, the best of who we will be, and the best of who we are, can help us to face challenges like climate change and to twist and tweak it so that we can see that while climate change is something serious, it is not something that is beyond us. It is our way to recognize this is a generational challenge, but prior generations were able to face such and to address them. And that made it possible for us to be present here today. In addition to International Youth Day, I believe you have heard about a CCC campaign. What we have said is that this is the first CCC Global Summit. So the 3 C's that constitute CCC, I want to do a bit of audience interaction and pose the question, does anyone know these 3 C's, what they are for the CCC campaign? Can raise your hand or just shout. Someone start with 1 C. Which word, starting with the letter C, is one of the 3 that constitute the CCC campaign? You have one? Okay. Yes? Climate, that is right. One of the 3, now 2 remaining. We have many of them present in our midst. To give a clue. Culture? It's important, but not one of the 3, but very good guess. Yes, Evans. Children. Yes, that is actually the one that we put first because we say we need to start with the children as we think about climate, and the other one, which is frequently described as a tool for which we can do good things. Can use it as a verb if you chop off the I-O-N at the end of this word. Louder? Conservation, yes. So it is children, climate, and conservation. So when we put these 3 C's together, the idea is that this will take us far towards where we need to be as societies and even communities in trying to live healthy and full lives and do it together with the children. So the Triple C campaign was an idea that was launched almost a year ago in October of 2025. And now that we have reached cycle number 4 with the International Youth Day, the 4 days in the calendar year that we use as anchors on a quarterly basis to celebrate the Triple C campaign are World Children's Day, which is November 20th. That was when we did the initial launch last year. Then we fast forward about 3 months to February 21st. That is Mother Language Day. And we see that as an opportunity to teach children their mother languages, and in that way to preserve indigenous knowledge. 3 months and 1 day later, we get to May 22nd. That is World Biodiversity Day. So together with climate change, biodiversity, along with pollution, these are 3 areas which are recognized to constitute what's called a triple planetary crisis. But again, our idea is if we come together, we can understand these crises and ensure that there are also opportunities to move towards a much better place. Fast forward about 3 months, not quite a full 3 months, and you get to August 12th, and that is International Youth Day. So these 4 days, if any or all of those are of particular interest to you or the organizations that you represent, we warmly welcome you to join us in the Triple C campaign. This is a local and global initiative, and we hope that today will be a great point to look back on and recognize how much we were able to do when we joined together and celebrated children, climate, and conservation together with youth and bearers of indigenous wisdom. Thank you for the opportunity to share, and I look forward to remaining connected and walking together. Asanteni.
Tumpigie makofi jamani. An innovation opportunity.